is brought to you by Cash Cars, where the motto is, if the motor ain't blowing up and the tranny ain't slipping, don't bring that bitch back tripping. All cars are sold as the fuck is. So, we don't sell motors and trans. No, we don't sell cars. We sell motors and transmissions, and the rest of the car is free. So, you buy anything from us, hey, listen. And then you also got to check out our junking business, where Cash for cars. Where we are looking for the motors that's blown up, the transmissions is slipping, and the busted windows out because the baby daddy was tripping, or baby mom, whatever. You know what I mean? So the cars that got sugar in the tank, we buy all that shit. So, y'all know, you know what I mean? So we give you cash for your motherfucking car. Just, I don't want to hear about you just put an alternator on there. You can have the alternator back. Anything that you had just put on the car and found out didn't work, keep the receipt. You can take the shit because I'm still gonna give you the same amount of money. With that being said, what's up? Let's get into it. Shout out to Fatty the driver for the instrumental. If y'all can hear that, you know what I mean. We gonna step up our production. But today I spoke. I had a speech today, and I did pretty well. It was talking about rights. Your rights. Your God damn it, what the fuck I just talking about? Damn, I done got fucking high and forgot. Civil rights, get the fuck out of here. In honor of the great Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? And I just want to know, what do people feel about that? You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about, all of that? You know what I mean? That whole movement, that whole era. And we still don't have nigger rights. Everybody got rights. The Chinese got rights. The LMNOP people, they got rights. Everybody got a flag but us. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up that the pedophiles got their own flag, and the colors for the pedophile flag is really disturbing that they would even mix those colors up like that. But hey, whatever. But Martin Luther King had a dream, civil rights and all this other shit, and we still don't have it. You know what I mean? But it's crazy. He fought for equal voting and fought for the blacks to integrate with the whites. But the fucked up part is when the blacks start integrating with the whites, they start forcing themselves. Just like now. Just like now when black people, some black people get money, they do what they do. You know what I mean? They go further out toward the neighborhoods that the whites don't want them. Now, it's cool to live in a nice cul-de-sac as long as you have mixed neighbors. You know what I'm saying? If you got mixed neighbors, it's pretty cool. But if you the only nigga out there, and that your neighbors don't like you. It was by design. They moved way out there so they don't see no niggas. But how do y'all feel about that? You know what I mean? Because it just seemed like black people never got better. We never came together. We don't have no more black leaders. Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton, they became politicians. You know what I mean? So we don't have no black leaders. None. Nobody stands up and says, hey, we need to stop doing this. And I ain't talking about like overthrow the government or nothing like that. I'm just saying motherfuckers just need somebody to say, hey man, y'all tripping. Calm this shit down. You know what I mean? But enough about that. I just want to ask some questions, man. Because Valentine's Day is coming up. Valentine's Day is coming up. And men go spend a whole lot of money. And women are going to spend, some women go, go pull out the Valentine's Day lingerie from last year and, oh, I'm going to get this nigga this Valentine's Day pussy. And it's like, come on, you know what I mean? Men like to be taken out sometimes, you know what I mean? Men like the same shit that women do. People, you know what I mean? So if you're going to do Valentine's Day, just don't have pussy as just it. You know what I mean? You know, pussy and some shrimp, pussy and some, something. You know what I mean? Something. Just, or, 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 bring more pussy, but. But that's a whole nother segment. But I just I was wanting to talk about a whole lot of shit that's like going on in our community for real. You know what I mean? Because this is more like a shut the fuck up and listen to a nigga. You know what I mean? Because like it's almost embarrassing, right? To be in a black neighborhood where you have a lot of murders, and we all know when somebody gets shot in the neighborhood. We all know somebody knows. We all know. Most of the evidence is in these motherfucking cell phones. It's the last something transpired, something, a text message, something, and when people, when innocent people, I put it like this: when innocent people get caught up in people's crossfires and get killed, nobody wants to speak up for them. And I think, see that in the black community, that's where we are failing. We are not encouraging our kids to be the police in the neighborhoods that, that are being patrolled. So we quick to say fuck the police, but call the police. You know what I mean? Like, that never made sense to me. How I've been there. Scenario is pow pow pow, Ray Ray then shot Tyrone. Trying to shoot at somebody, Leroy. You know what I mean? Everybody knows what happened, how it happened, why it happened. But then they do not say nothing because don't nobody want to be no snitch. Everybody like, I ain't no snitch. And it sounds so retarded because it's like a snitch is somebody who co-defendant. I've never been in jail, so a snitch is a co-defendant. This is a motherfucker that's on the case that you caught, and he's telling on you to lighten his case. That's a snitch. Somebody coming forward and getting the motherfucker out the street like, nigga, I seen you do it. I seen you was shooting at him, missed him, and hit him. Now he's dead. You gotta make him pay for their fuck ups. You gotta get him out of here. Because you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You ain't gonna say shit. I ain't no snitch. Okay. So now these two motherfuckers is at another, because they live in y'all neighborhoods. So you got a family function going down, and these two niggas cross paths. They get to shooting again. Now one of your loved ones is gone. Now you all on the news, and now you all, somebody please tell me what happened. But you been knowing what's happened. Don't nobody want to say shit until they take a loss. It's like, so you just gonna let these motherfuckers just continue to shoot up and tear our own neighborhoods up. Sometimes I just be wishing, like, what do people be thinking about? Do y'all really think, and I know most black, yeah, man, we deserve reparations and all this other shit, but do you really think giving a bunch of broke niggas that don't do nothing but get high, don't do nothing but buy guns? See, you when you give reparations, you gonna give reparations to everybody. Now you got some people like myself and the cameraman and like some of y'all, that got businesses or, that have something to do. You know what I mean? Like you work or you have a hope, you have a dream, you have a plan, and you just need the money to execute. Fine. People that like that, get that money. Change your life. But on the average, there's more people who's going to sit there and do nothing, have nothing going on, have nothing to do. They buy guns, you know what I mean? They own drugs. I mean, because I learned when I was, giving, people jobs, you know what I mean? and you pay them more money than they normally would make, right? So when I meet them, they smoking a joint and they drinking the little 99-cent bottles. They probably get 2 of those a day and smoke a joint, and that's it. The minute they get more money in their pocket to try to do better, because I always try to pay him enough as a man. I'm like, okay, as a man, shit, this would be cool. If I was getting this, I could be cool because, shit, I can get this done. But the only thing I did was help them get bigger bottles, help them get bigger bags, help them be a bigger broke person, making broke nigga decisions to where, let's just say hypothetically, I was paying them $300 a day. They wouldn't even come back to work to buy cigarettes. And I never understood, because first thing they go do is go buy Jay's chicken, call up the weed man, go to the liquor store, and, you know, taking motherfuckers out to eat that, you know, shit, was eating ramen noodles. You know, giving a man a chance to be a man for a minute, but, you know, they never save their money. So sometimes you can't just give broke people that much money, because they're going to make broke nigga decisions. Because why? They're more comfortable with being broke. I know we done know plenty of niggas that PPP loans and all this shit. It was so much money in the city, everybody should have bubbled. But niggas didn't, because everybody spent money on materialistic bullshit that depreciate in value, that you couldn't do nothing, and you couldn't keep up that lifestyle. Motherfuckers started doing all kind of shit that they normally wouldn't be able to do. You know what I mean? Buying Mercedes, getting Gucci, really going to the Gucci store, buying the real Gucci shit. You know what I mean? Because y'all had all of this money to play with, and nobody invested. Nobody in the hood prospered off none of that money. As soon as they gave black folks money, they hurry up, and I'm not being racist, I'm just facts. As soon as they gave black folks money, black folks spent it all with the Italians and white folks. Nothing in the hood. Nothing in the hood. Everybody else that was in business that really got the PPP loan, because they end up buying more shit. And it's like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, people say reparations. But I just think that would be more dangerous, because now you got a bunch of dangerous retards with money. It's like, look at all the down broke rappers that came up out of no motherfucking where. They got all this fucking money, but still did dumb shit in the hood. How do you become a millionaire and still get shot at? How do you become a millionaire and you still put yourself in position where you can get shot? I just don't understand. I don't see no other culture, and it's like in your face. There is no other culture that is going through what we're going through with the music or the artists. The music is all set up for us to kill each other and degrade each other and not stick together and cheat on each other. And I mean, it's all, the music just is so fucked up, and people just let that shit just drill in their head. You know what I mean? You don't have the old school love music no more. You don't have that no more. You know what I mean? Nobody's talking about loving. And Usher always is got some kind of song, you know, where motherfuckers is going through shit, and he's going through shit because of what he's going through. You know what I mean? Like, shit. I get it now. I understand why the fuck his music is the way it is, because, you know, hey, I ain't gonna speak on that because that ain't what the fuck I'm here to talk about. But we just don't have that. We don't have the grandmas and the big mamas and the aunties that, when the women are going through breakups and shit like that, because you got women just getting rid of 95% good niggas. You know what I mean?
Hey, we got a couple of comments, man.
Okay.
Marcus Berry says giving us reparations would just make it worse.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because if you can pick and choose who get the reparations, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But if everybody's gonna get it, I would say fuck it.
And Ted Kennedy says, "What's up?"
Oh, what's up, Ted? Y'all gonna have to come on the show one time, man. You know what I mean, and discuss what we got going on. Uh, all y'all gotta do is send me y'all email. Y'all send me y'all email, and then we can send y'all the link, and then y'all can pop up on the screen live with a nigga. You know what I mean? And we can chit chat because this is not like your average podcast where I'm trying to get a bunch of people on. This is just me. They took my Facebook page down. Let me start that. And I never post anything negative. You know what I mean? Like I don't post people getting shot. You know what I mean? I don't post a bunch of bullshit. Like I'll be on TikTok a lot, and a lot of shit makes sense. If it makes sense, you know what I mean, I'm gonna share it. You know what I mean? If I feel it's informing, I'm gonna share it. So I was sharing too much real shit that was actually going on. Like they said it was false, but I'm like, well, fuck, how you gonna say a video is false? You know what I mean? So they took my Facebook page, and I always would just get on Facebook and just speak on anything general. So this is more or less like shit, nigga. Let's just talk this shit. You know what I mean? We really ain't got no. What do you call it? It's not scripted. It's not scripted. This is all live. So y'all can chime in. Y'all can email us, and we can go live, and then I can ask y'all questions. You know what I mean? And see what y'all feel about it, because reparations is one thing that all black people are saying that we need, but I would say reparations should go to anybody 60 on up. 60 on up. I would say 60 on up. Give all them was the closest to slaves that, we got around. 60, you in your 60s, you knew, you know what I'm saying, your grandma was, she was a slave. You know what I mean? Straight up. Your grandma was a slave. So, 60 on up, I would say, be good for reparations. Another thing I'll be wanting to talk to people about is like funerals, right? Funerals. We all go to them. Some good, some bad, some sad. But we all know if you died an asshole, if you was an asshole before you died an asshole. So it don't matter how they can, I don't give a fuck, who you get to do the sermon. A nigga not going to heaven. And I think people need to accept not everybody is going to be there. You got to put in some work. You know what I mean? You got to like put in some work. Like people don't start really shining from the fruits of their labor on a job until they hit that 10-year mark. They got to put in that work. And you got to put in that work. You got the begin and the end. And then in the middle is a dash. And that's your eulogy. That's where you go cram all the amazing shit people go talk about. You got to put all of that together. And if you ain't got no plans on doing that, you don't plan on putting in that work to get where you need to be. You got to put in that work. You got to talk to him. Got to find out what he needs you to do and how he's going to use you to get it. You know what I mean? If it's just giving somebody some good advice. Fuck all that feeding giving homeless people money and shit like that, because most of them people out there because they on drugs. And now they off the kindness of your heart and the generosity of your pockets, you feel like you doing something by giving a homeless person $20 or $100, recording it or not recording it or whatever, and all you did was help him stay on drugs. I'm telling you what I know. You know what I mean? Because a real person that's homeless, you think about Put yourself in a predicament if you ever got it. What would you do? What would you do to change your situation? And think about it, are they doing it? They out there rain, sleet, or snow. But these last few days it was cold as motherfucker. I was like, man, it must be cold because the homeless ain't on that corner. You know what I mean? They went somewhere to get warm. But what I'm saying to you is, would panhandling, standing on the corner, be your first go-to to get back on your feet? You know what I mean? And if that ain't it, don't be giving your money, man. Don't give up your hard-earned cash to help somebody get high. You know what I mean? Because it's shit that I'm trying to do for the community. You can donate that money, and it's gonna go for a good cause. You know what I mean? Because we about to try to build a Smoky Tires track. You know what I mean? To get these kids out the street, to be mentors, to be the big homie, to try to teach these kids something that they can do. Time is running out, man. You got to get closer to the big guy. I don't read no books, and I don't listen to nobody. I just pray. And so I'm not pressing religion on nobody. I'm just trying to press the big guy on you, because you got to understand time is running out. Time is fucking running out. The world ain't about to end, but some bullshit about to happen. So, you know, some shit is about to happen, man. God damn. And everybody is so caught up with the smoke and mirrors, with the industry shit, with the presidency shit, just with everything, man. But do you see what's going on? I'm just saying, I can't make this shit up. I mean, it's going down. This is what's happening. This is really, I don't think a lot of people is trying to accept reality. You know what I mean? I wish things would get better. I wish that everybody get what they want. Donald Trump become president and the whole world just goes to normal. No fighting, no more wars, you know, but I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. And then they are preparing us for what the fuck is about to happen. They are about to attack the electricity people. Buying generators and batteries and shit, that shit real, but then it's like, how long? Because like, okay, you get a generator. When you run out of gas, you can't go to the gas station to pump because the pumps ain't gonna work. It's a lot of shit that's gonna happen. That's gonna affect your everyday life. And you're gonna have to try to figure it out. This is where men gonna have to stand up and be men and protect their families. This is where men and women gonna have to come together. No, I mean, everybody as a unit is gonna have to come together for survival. Because shit's gonna get wicked. And I'm sorry that I'm not entertaining. I'm sorry I don't have a bunch of catchy phrases, and I'm sorry I don't have no retarded ass baby mama, baby daddy specials to sell you. I'm sorry I'm not entertaining today. But I think y'all being entertained by a lot of shit. And look at how the truth is coming out about so many celebrities. What is going on? Like about Oprah. I mean, goddamn, about every fucking body that you probably looked up to, rich as a motherfucker, and you finding out all this crazy shit, Epstein, all this shit. All this shit. And then they telling you, man, I ain't making this shit up. They telling you that these millionaires and billionaires that's been behind this bullshit is building bunkers to go underground. We all know they set Hawaii. They did that. We all fucking seen it. The cameras show. We know once they hit that motherfucking laser, if you got a blue roof, your shit don't burn down. How the fuck I know this? Shit, I ain't with the CIA. This is video show what the fuck happened in Hawaii. How it was just perfect. They came out showing how these cars was melted to the ground. The white folks is on there saying, hey, the only thing that will get that hot to melt the fucking block of the car and melt the rims to nothing is this particular laser beam. And now, coinkydink, that the property is sold for cheap. Coinkydink, these fools is digging. They are digging in the ground to build bunkers. Coinkydink. Oh my God, this is just too much of a coincidence. But everybody worried about fucking wigs and eyelashes and who fucking who. And at the end of the day, we all getting fucked. And there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. Nothing. People, and I'm going to say this. I respect the Mexicans. And I got a homeboy named Bree that disagreed with me. But let me just break some shit down. Now, I enjoy being me. I enjoy being me. But when you look at all the different, and this is just true. This is, I hate that it is what it is, but it's true. And it's just true. When you get to talking about the white race, right? They have been the dominant race since we know anything. Facts. This is facts. So I'm not trying to say something that's not true. It's facts. So they always got this more of an arrogance in life, entitled. Because and some of them don't be, you know what I'm saying? Some of them that's been raised different, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel that way. But I'm just saying the majority that do. Then you have the blacks. We can't seem to, you know, come together as family, friends, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have too many people that come together, you know what I mean? And then you have the Mexicans, right? I'm going to say why I admire the Mexicans, you know what I mean? The Mexican race. The Mexicans that I know, the Mexicans I've seen. You know, everybody, you know, say, oh, they come here illegally. Okay. You know what I mean? They came here, we were shipped here. Okay. They come for a better life. You can't get mad at people for wanting them to come to this country because you got so much freedom and you can make more money. So I don't get mad and downgrade them or whatever because of they want better life for their families and shit like that, because the United States let you do whatever. I admire them for the unity, family, the working together as a unit, how they can, you know, I done watched them with my own eyes, and it's like, black folks, we get welfare, we get assistance, we get child support. You know what I'm saying? It's so much shit for a black woman to get assistance as long as she don't have a man around. And y'all get stuck on that. You paying like $3 in rent. I don't know how much, you know, but it's not a whole lot. But you working a 9 to 5. So black people, instead of using that as a stepping stone, like, okay, I'm saving so much money. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save some money to where I can get off public assistance and live my life. And I can have a man in my house. I can do what the fuck I want to do because I pay my own rent. But we don't do that. They just, oh, well, I'm gonna rock this shit. That's why when you get women that get up in age, and now the kids are no longer there. So now you no longer getting child support. The kids are no longer there. So now you no longer qualify for Section 8. You know what I mean? So now what the fuck you gonna do? You've been getting public assistance for so long. What the fuck you gonna do? Because if you ain't got with a man 35 on up, if you ain't found you a partner and you still on Section 8, I mean you pretty much, you gonna be stuck on there. And that's the facts. You know what I mean? If you ain't been trying to save no money to get off Section 8, you gonna be stuck. And that's sad to say. We get so many chances to get money to make our situations better, and all we do is turn around and just buy bullshit. As soon as a nigga gets some money, where he go to the mall and get some middle of the mall gold teeth. No diamonds, no nothing. Nigga just gold teeth. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now this motherfucker became this character. Just like when chicks get that money, they run and go get wigs, and now you can become this sassy motherfucker because you know good and damn well if you took that wig off and you was all patched up. And I really don't understand why women just don't cut their hair all the way the fuck off. And I'm not bashing women. You could talk that shit whatever you want to say, but I love all women. I'm just trying to let some women know that's going through emotionally bullshit due to the fact that they started relationships not being who the fuck they really were, and then it's hard for a man to unsee that. And so I always just try to encourage women, if you are patched up, just cut it all the way off. A man will accept you being straight up bald. You know what I mean? Y'all can go get your head shaved together. You know what I mean? Y'all can shave each other's head. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the patches. It's the patches. And I'm going to leave it at that on that. You know what I mean? But I just always try to encourage people to work together, because we gonna need that. We gonna need to work together. Because if we don't work together as a unit, survival is going to be fucked up. Somebody got to know how to do something. You know what I mean? Somebody got to know how to do something. And if you don't know how to do nothing, you're not going to be able to Google shit. You're not going to be able to call nobody. You know what I mean? Shit, man. The future just don't look so goddamn bright. That's all I'm saying. And so people be just concentrating on the wrong shit, man. Do y'all actually think that Puff Daddy, we gonna see the day Puff Daddy go to jail? Do y'all actually think we gonna see the day that Donald Trump gets back in presidency? Do y'all think we're gonna see the day where life is just gonna be peaches and cream? Because if that's what you're thinking, with what the fuck everything's going on, and right now nobody likes the United States, nobody, everybody's forming an alliance against us. Our dollar's about to crash. Economy's fucked up. The president is purposely doing what the fuck he doing, letting billions of people come here to America. But y'all say it's too many people here, and I'm like, well, damn, if it's too many people here, and then everybody knowing that we eating fake food, everybody knowing that the food they feeding us is killing us, everybody knows this. This is not, they say, hey, look, don't eat this shit, and don't eat this shit because this shit has this in it. And then you buy the shit, you like, yeah, you're right. It do got that shit in there. And it causes what? And they giving you everything that it causes, right? Everything that it's going to cause. If you eat this and you continue to put this poison in your body, this is what's going to happen. And you know what people do? Well, it ain't gonna. I gotta eat a whole lot of it. It ain't gonna kill me. And keep on buying the shit. And then wonder why motherfuckers is getting sick. You know what I mean? And motherfuckers is telling you it's in the food. They've been telling us to start growing our own food. And once you get to thinking about a lot of shit that a lot of people be saying, you know, long time ago, that's not long time ago, around about 7, 8 years ago, old man always told me, he said, why? Because Orlando said it, but the old man told me, he said, why is we paying for everything God gave us free? Why are we paying for water? God gave that to us. Why are we paying for fruits and vegetables? And God gave that to us. Now, God didn't give us electricity, you know what I mean? So, okay, I can understand that. But God gave us the cows. God gave us the chickens. Now, are we supposed to eat them? I don't know, but they delicious, you know what I mean? They're cooked right, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know. But everything that God has gave us, he gave it to us for free. And people are paying for it. And it just don't make sense. Don't make sense. Don't make sense. And it don't make sense how a lot of black people just don't understand that as you complaining about shit, you can fix the shit. You don't have to wait for a black politician or somebody to do something in your neighborhood. It's your neighborhood. If you see something that you don't like in your neighborhood, you can stand for something. You know what I'm saying? Once you start doing God's work, it's like nothing can stop you. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing's going to get put in your way. And nobody's going to kill you because you're not doing nothing bad. There's so many people that take the risk to fucking throwing everything away by doing fucked up shit. Just saying, it's not bad to be a good person sometimes. And it's not fucked up to get your eulogy together. But I'm high as a motherfucker. We got any questions? How much time we got?
How much you want?
Oh, well, shit. I'm in this shit. But send us an email. I'd like to thank everybody for whoever tunes in. And, some guys that I've seen out and about, and they told me that, they tune into the podcast. I'd like to tell y'all, thank y'all. I appreciate it. I know I'm not so entertaining and got controversial shit going on and, and got no big names around this motherfucker, but it's just called shut the fuck up and listen. So just sometimes when people say it out loud, you know what I mean? Like my son, it's crazy. My son will say something and then I will repeat it, you know what I mean? I say it right back to him and he's like, nah, it's just the way you say it. And I'm like, all I did was repeat what you just said. And sometimes when you just say it out loud, some people are like, you know what I mean? You gotta make people think. So it's been a wonderful day for me. I did my first speech. Well, not first speech, but I was honored to be called out to do a speech, on behalf of, the celebration of Martin Luther King. Did great on that. And, had a good day today. So when you have good days, make them great days. When you have bad days, make them good. You determine the pace that you're gonna, the pace of your day. If you wake up in a good mood, continue that mood all day. Smile when you see every fucking body. You know what I mean? Just enjoy your motherfucking life, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a time where you go wish you did enjoy these days. So enjoy your life of what you got. Love who you go love. Keep positive energy around, and when negative energy come around, make sure you're not around, because misery loves company. And for people who always saying they got haters, most of the people who got that say they got haters, oh man, I got all these haters, they are their own biggest haters. You know what I mean? Because any real person like myself and others, when people get to doing the so-called hating, it's an honor to me. I wear that badge proudly, because it's two type of people. Either you the motherfucker talking about motherfucker, or you being talked about. And always remember, nobody's gonna sit and talk about nobodies. Nobody's gonna talk about a somebody. So don't get mad that nobody's talking about you because you somebody, because they brought up your somebody name in a conversation with some other somebodies to try to make them feel like they somebody, because they are nobodies. So if you being talked about, that means you somebody. So wear it proudly. Don't discourage the haters. Keep on giving them something to hate about. That's all you do. You give them more ammo. You like, oh yeah, this motherfucker really hate when I be out doing what I do. You know what I mean? Keep on doing that. If you feel like motherfuckers is hating on you at work because you smell good, you work hard, do it harder. But whatever you feel like somebody's hating on you, you gotta go harder, because you gotta keep them talking, because the last thing you want to do is become a nobody and nobody talks about you. And remember, as long as you're happy, nobody gives a fuck about what you got going on in life. Period. You can be happy as a motherfucker. Nobody never asks you, what the fuck this nigga happy for? Because they don't give a fuck. Even if you told somebody, man, I'm happy because of this, it ain't gonna go no further than that. They not gonna make a pay. They not gonna make a subliminal Facebook post saying that you a happy motherfucker. They not gonna motherfucking text nobody and say, man, this nigga was happy. They not gonna tell nobody about you being happy. But watch, the minute you come in that bitch mad, upset, somebody cheating on you, somebody that did something to you, somebody that wronged you, watch how the word will travel and get the shit all backwards. Everybody gonna know your business when you're down, but nobody gives a fuck when you up. So even when you're down, be up, because nobody gives a fuck. And this has been brought to you by Cash Cars and Cash for Cars. So always remember, if the motor ain't blowing up, the tranny ain't slipping, you can't bring it back tripping, because it was sold as is. As is as is. I wish there was some other way that as is can be as is, but as is as is. Just like, once you get married to a woman, you ain't never seen her without her wig on, and when she take that wig, it was for better or for worse. It was for richer or poorer, and it was from bald hair without hair. You know what I mean? So she came as is. Michelle, you cannot take little Riri back to his mama house because he broke. He's as is. That's your baby daddy. That's as is. So you gotta know, once you buy a car, it's as is. And we always tell you to bring somebody. God damn, bring somebody. It'll make shit a whole lot better. And I always say, bring the motherfucker that you gonna bring when this bitch break down. So if you go call your mama when the car break down to cuss me out to get you your money back and tell them I'm kind of sorry sons of bitches and I'm just out here taking motherfuckers whole motherfucking $1,500,000, you know what I mean? Bring her, because I want her to tell you that this is a good car, and I want her to know that no matter how much cussing you're gonna do, this choice is your choice. Okay? So, yeah. We sell motors and transmissions, and the rest of the car is free. So if a window don't roll down, I didn't sell you that, and you should have tried that shit before you bought it, and we could have talked about it then. But after you buy the car and you figure out some shit fucked up, we fuck around and found out that as is, as is. So until the next time, man, shit, man, y'all be easy, man, and wake the fuck up.